So, it's a little warm in here right now. This is the warmest room in the house. That's why I love filming. And the kids are playing. Silly little doggos, little poopers. So, before everybody gets confused, I want you to understand that the whole journal that I showed the other day is not going to be featured in the giveaway. Just a piece of what because I made a crap ton of signatures. It was one of my very first journals, so I wasn't sure how many journal or signatures to make, how thick to make them, and I ended up having a few, or I think it was one left over, and I decorated it up really nice too, on the full intention of featuring it in my first giveaway. So you will not be getting the whole entire journal, you will just be getting a piece of it. Or a piece of what would have been inside of it. And let me pull that out and show it to you, so there is no more confusion. So this, ooh, you guys got the teacup. Actually, this is one of my favorite photos. Now I'm going to have to print it out and put it in there. Yeah, I just have to remember where I put it. Okay, so this is what you guys are going to be getting. This lovely beauty. Oh, I love that tag. And there's a camera there. And some tags here, some tea-dyed index cards that you can play with and turn into tags. And this vintage looking paper. And this old pattern along with this old photograph. And these cards. And some tickets and some of this velvet and a flutterby and the Paris Tower. I love this portrait. It's one of my favorites. I know I ended up adding it into mine too, because I went through when I was finished with that one and fully decorated this one, intending on giving it to you guys. So I added some of the same things that were in my journal to this one, like this lovely envelope with this enclosure. And you got the map and a couple of tags here. And these little tags here that I made in a pocket. And another couple of spaces here. And another kind of collage with the Eiffel Tower. And some more kind of tuck spots. And here's another pocket. And I know this one was in my journal, and so I had to add it into this signature as well for you guys. Now you guys will be getting, whoever gets this will get the cover page to the French to English dictionary, so you know what book this came out of. And of course I had to put a Paris stamp on it. That's one of my favorite stamps that I have. And then here's this lace pocket here, and the other side of this calendar with the Eiffel Tower and coffee stained edges in the back, memories, and this beautiful lace. I don't have any more of this lace, and I do not know where to get it. So this is what you will be getting in the giveaway. So you will be getting a lovely thick chunky piece of the journal. You can use it as a Midori. You can create your own journal off of this, whatever you decide. And of course you will be getting these goodies in here as well. There are lots of them that I threw in there. There's even some fabric from a project that I did a while back. So when I officially host the giveaway, I'm going to try and link all of, sorry, the dust is bothering me. I gotta dust my camera stand. But I'll try and link all of the videos that I did that are linked to anything that would be in this bag. And I think there's like 2 or 3 of them, not too many. And I know my birth mom cut out some vinyls and threw them in there, and I kept them as a surprise. And there's some really cool stickers and some washi and some extra papers and some charms. I didn't even realize those were in there. And some wooden buttons. So there'll be lots of goodies in here. And on top of it, I'm also, whatever this doesn't fill up inside of this pouch will be filled to the brim with goodies. So I'm going to be going through my supplies and through all my things and putting in a couple of my wondrous goodies that I have everywhere. So now that I hopefully have cleared up the confusion on the giveaway, I hope, let's get into what I really wanted to talk about today. So, which is not these. These are what's left. Thank you so much for your many blessings in purchasing all of my basics, or almost all of them. So if you haven't already, head on over to Etsy and check these 3 out. We'll see how long they last. And I'm also thinking about getting started on some of them. Some more. I think I'm going to do the Charles Dickinson ones that I have sitting around. I'll show you those at the end of the video if you are interested. This is what I'm going to be showing you today. Ooh, I know there's so much crap. Well, we don't even have the time. It's been 5 minutes already. Don't freak out. These aren't finished yet, and I'm going to do these in stages. This is the one I'm going to show you. This one is finished. So for Christmas, I worked with this lovely lady, Kathy, and I love her to death. She's a feisty old bat, but I love her. She's so silly. If you guys haven't caught it yet, I'm about 29. I'll be 30 this year. Big milestone for me. I'm pretty excited about being 30 and reaching a lot of my milestones in my life. And starting a business is really high up there. So thank you so much for all of your support. So I know it's a little late considering it's a Christmas journal, but this was her Christmas gift. And it wasn't the journal itself. The Christmas gift was I was going to give her all of the parts pre-ready for her to build her own journal. So she got the pre-cut papers, the brown paper bag. Obviously, this is a brown paper bag. The buttons, all of the wonderful goodie pieces. And you may recognize some of them from my Secret Sister stuff. And a bunch of other things too. So she got a bunch of these pieces. And we sat down and she learned how to make her first journal. And I asked her if she wouldn't mind me showing it off to you ladies. So literally she is not crafty at all. Probably never really crafted a day in her life. And with some wonderful crafty girl help, she made this beauty. So we got this little bell here. And the Mary with the Santa and the paper here. And I gave her the idea to put this old book page, very, very vintage, on the front for the cover, and she was in love with the idea. And then we put together some paper swatches, and she added on the snowflake and the snowman. And these are the buttons she chose for the spine. And I was originally, I had this like really gold and white twiney thread, but I got some eyelash from my mom because she makes wash rags out of it, and she did not like the way it felt. It was a first time try for her, so I ended up with a bunch of eyelash thread. And so I took white and I showed it to her because she was in love with the blue one that I had in my go bag. And so I brought in the white, and she was in love. And of course we got the back. These are some fabric pieces I got from one of my long time friends. She gave me this big old fabric piece, and it had a bunch of these on it. So I cut a whole bunch of them out for projects. Alright, let's get on the inside. So we got this little pocket here with this, and it looks like she tore it down. So this is her front inside pocket. And of course we got a pocket, big pocket here for stuffing goodies. She accidentally caught this, the brad, on the back of the page. So I had to kind of rip it apart right here and fix it with she already had this sticker, so I had to add kind of another one and some glue to fix it. And it turned out great. We were going to make this into a pocket, but she had a blonde moment, so we just glued the whole thing. And she glued everything, and then I stitched it down for her. So she was pretty excited about that, because she's like, I love the threads. I'm like, all right, well, you get everything glued in place, and I will take it home and glue it down for you. So these are some Christmas cards that she got from some good friends, and she upcycled them. And then she wanted to put in this little snowman here. She asked me how to do it, and we got him put in there perfectly. He slides up and down, and he peekaboos at you. He's just too cute. By the way, friend is completely infatuated with snowmen, so that was just too perfect. Sewed here and here. And then we just hand stitched the whole thing together. I didn't sew the signatures like I normally do. So she's got a tuck spot here and a tuck spot here. And these she put in after she took the journal home. And she put this little guy in. And another tuck spot here. If they're stitched, you can tell that she put them in and I sewed them for her. If they don't have any stitch work on them, then she did it after she finally got to take her lovely journal home. I love the way this paper came out. Oh, by the way, I am dyeing paper today. I'm dyeing crap tons and crap tons of paper. I love these angels. They're so cute. Oh, one moment. Air Force Base is flying overhead. Hit pause. Alright, and so I'm dyeing a bunch of paper. I'm also, I think I'm going to start doing a little bit, like this is the kind of dark, and a lot of what I've been doing is lighter, medium, not really too dark. This is like as dark as it gets. So, and this stuff right here is usually like the tops of the stacks because the coloring rises and the top papers get the most of it. So I'm actually going to start doing some darker, more natural colors. They won't have these crazy prints on them from my drying racks. Those ones obviously will be a little bit more expensive because they take forever to dry. Like literally when I did my mermaid journal, I think it took a good week or two for all of the papers to fully dry. So if I do it that way, then obviously they're going to be a little bit more expensive because they take forever to dry. So they take up space too, and I need that space obviously. So that's the reason why I'm probably going to charge a little bit more. It's just because of how long it takes them to dry. And I'm not sure when I'm going to get those in my Etsy shop, so please don't quote me. And obviously I have the regular paper listed all the time, so go check it out. So we got a pocket here, and we got another pocket here. And on top we got a big old pocket here. And that's it! So I hope you guys loved her journal, especially for a first timer. She had so much fun creating it. She really fell in love with it, and I hope to get her junking and journaling a lot more. But that's not quite the end. I want to talk to you guys about these. So I've been telling you guys that my lovely ladies that have sent me happy mail and goodies throughout the year, I made journals for them. They're not fancy, obviously. I can't put too much energy into them in order to be able to get you guys products into the shop. I've already put about a week and a half of energy into these, and I think that's going to be just enough to make them really elegant and really sweet. Nothing obviously too fancy, but in retrospect they came out fancier than I anticipated, and I'm loving lace. I threw a lot more in there than I anticipated too, so I hope you ladies love these. If I do these in the future for anyone who sends me goodies throughout the year, keep in mind I have 8 here. 10 is my limit. So once I start getting more than 10 people sending me goodies, which thank you so much, you guys are such a blessing, then I'm gonna start kind of holding a drawing for everyone who sends me goodies. I'll just cut your label off of your package and I'll throw it in the bin. And I know a lot of people send me duplicate things, which thank you, but I'm only going to be cutting 1 label from each person, and then out of those people I'll draw, and 10 people will get a journal. Who knows, maybe in the future they'll get more fancy, but as it stands I'm still working on getting organized. I'm getting pretty well really good at it, but now it's coming down to I don't have the furniture in my craft room that I need for organizational purposes. So starting at the end of January, my boyfriend is going to help me build a pallet desk. And then as soon as I'm able to finally start funding myself outside of the business a little bit, then some of that money is going to start going towards furniture for the craft room. That way I can get to things faster. I can get a lot more goodies made, because I'm definitely finding when I am completely organized, I make stuff so much faster. And what a better way to honor you guys than getting things out to you as fast as I can. So I want to kind of show you, I'm going to do, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 8 journals in 4 sets. So sets of 2. Those are the, look how beautiful. I'm in love with this. This one's my favorite. So I'll be doing 4 videos out of these, showing off each 2 as they get finished. And then I will be mailing them out to my lovely peeps. I hope you're all excited to see them and receive them. And I will, that's pretty much it. I'm having such a hard time ending these videos lately. I love talking with you guys. I do want to go get the Charles Dickinson books. Okay, so if you guys have hung around long enough to see the covers for my next lineup, they're all going to be the same. They're going to be these. And I think I'm going to list them in Etsy. Unless someone messages me and wants them for themselves, then I'm going to list them in Etsy one at a time until they fully sell, so I can keep my stock full. So if you are interested and you really want one of these, they're smaller than my traditional size. And a lot of you know this is the 11 and 4th by 5.5 with a 1/4 inch spine. So it has a 1/4 inch spine, but it's smaller a bit. So I'm going to have to custom crop the papers for these. And of course, depending on how well they've held up with time will determine the price. The better the quality, the higher the price. They're very gorgeous. I love the way these look. So again, I will be listing them one at a time unless you guys specifically want one, in which case message me and I will hook you up. And I almost forgot before I go, I keep forgetting to mention this. So I do know that I promised you guys an apron pattern. I have been so busy, and I designed the pattern and I hand drew it, of course, and spilt stuff all over them. So I have to start from scratch. And with as busy as you guys have been keeping me, it's kind of hard to get to that apron. But I'm doing my best. I'm hoping to get the tablet out, and I'm going to do a digital pattern. It's going to take me a little bit because I've never really done a digital pattern before. I know I'm 30 and I don't know how to do a digital pattern. But I've always done hands-on crafts, never anything really digital. Which leads me to, last but not least, Mom dug up a bunch of these old photos for me. I got a box out in the kitchen right now, and I'm going to be scanning these and uploading them into my Etsy shop for digital prints to purchase. That may take me a little bit too, as I want to get these finished as quickly as possible and out the door. As soon as these are finished, I will be getting started on everything else. As you can see, I have a lot of projects on my plate right now. I am very busy. But I have a box in the kitchen of these, and I know she has at least 1 to 3 more boxes down at the house of all of these voluptuous, lovely, gorgeous, one moment, antique photos. I wanted to turn on the light on my phone to give you like a really good, I mean, it's just magnificent. I love it. So now that you guys got to see everything, oh, and I'd throw in the giveaway one too, but it's underneath stuff. I get so cluttered sometimes. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm gonna try and keep my videos at 15 minutes, so I gotta go. Bye!